I graduated high school back in 1988. A lot of my friends were going to college. I had opted to go to a vocational school. It really wasn't for me. I stopped that for about a year. I worked for a while, then I decided I was going to go to college, which I did. I went to Berkeley Community College. I was paying off several student loans. I was also paying for new courses. I also had to pay for my rent. I had to pay for my car insurance. I was living on my own. There was a lot going on financially. It was a struggle at times. Due to certain jobs, I couldn't go to classes, so I stopped out.
Students stop out of college for a number of different reasons, many of which are completely unrelated to their academic capabilities. Students stop out of college often to find employment, to cover their basic needs. And students sometimes stop out of college to raise a family or for caregiving purposes. Students stop out of college in order to reprioritize work and life and family and schooling, even though they have the real potential to be successful in college.
I was lucky enough to get into a local television station. I had worked on the bottom rung, so to speak. I was working nights and weekends. And then from there, I was able to move into weekdays and take on more responsibility. At that point, I decided to go into writing and producing, which is what I did, and I got really good at it. I decided to move on to a major news network, and I didn't think I needed a bachelor's degree after that. I was in the field that I was working in, I was doing well. However, at a certain point later on in life, I realized I did need a bachelor's degree. In order to move up in the company, you would need a journalism degree. And at that point in my life, with being married and having kids, I was really debating whether I wanted to pursue that. I had a lot of responsibility. My hours weren't great. However, I did want to progress. So I decided to go back to school. After looking at several different colleges, both within the state and also online, I decided with Rutgers because they provided the best program for me and what I needed in terms of when I could go to school, how I could go to school. They were really dedicated and helped me and guiding me into what classes I needed and what classes I could carry over. Because I was going back after such a long time, it was some classes that I had taken in the past no longer applied or were just outdated.
Yeah, when we encounter a student like Joe in new student orientation, we provide support in the sense, the first sense of support is providing them with an hope that this is a completable idea. This is attainable. You know, when students come in and they still need 60 credits to graduate, it seems impossible. It's like, I'm never going to graduate. In fact, that is a constant refrain of the returning adult learner. Like, this feels impossible. And in terms of support, our job is to make it clear that once you start, will go much faster than you think. You'll graduate and never see me again. But so we have to provide the learner with a clear pathway to graduate. And this is what we have to do to get to graduation. It's not insurmountable. It's not going to take forever. But we work very hard to shrink the size of the university to be a more personable experience for students like Joe.
At Rutgers University-Newark, we have a number of initiatives that support students who have stopped out and want to return. The first one was introduced by the governor. It's Garden State Guarantee. It's a financial aid program for students who make $100,000 or less and allows students to come back with a tuition assistance and financial aid assistance. The Rutgers Run to the Top, which has been in place since 2016, supports students who have earned 0 through 59 credits. So those are students who are returning. Obviously, students may stop out because they may have an outstanding balance. The Run Rising program helps you with that balance, as well as a number of wraparound supports as you join that program.
Rutgers-Newark works very closely with a lot of the different state departments, specifically the Office of Higher Education. We get a lot of our data and information that creates a baseline for how we outreach to our students and how we market to our students the different services and programs that we have, as well as the fact that we come to see that within the last 10 years, there is a high density of students who had to stop out, and they might not necessarily know those resources that are offered and afforded to them.
The benefits of college not only accrue to the individual and their immediate families, but to subsequent generations henceforth and forevermore. We know that people who earn a college degree, especially first-generation families who haven't experienced the benefits of college previously, their children are more likely, and their grandchildren are more likely to go to college. We also know that earning a college degree has a benefit that accrues to our larger society. People vote more, they pay more taxes, they are less likely to end up in the penal system. And so we know that there are a whole host of benefits to earning a college degree or a post-secondary credential. And it is imperative on us to make sure that we get as many of these almost 800,000 people in New Jersey to re-engage and pursue their credentials, because it not only benefits them, their families, their communities, but also benefits New Jersey writ large.
We've seen time and time again with our graduates, the benefits of just increasing access, widening the door. I worked for the Rutgers Division of Continuing Studies, and at one point our division motto was access and excellence. And that motto really demonstrates what should be the motto of anyone working in adult ed. Increase access and you will get excellence. Provide pathways for adults to complete their degree, and they will take it.
Federal policymakers can invest in institutional capacity building to build the technological, financial, and human capital capacity that's necessary to do this work. Policymakers can invest in evidence-based completion practices to support students across the finish line.
In 5 to 10 years, I would hope to be in upper management, and that was one of the key reasons why I went back to get my degree, because I know my degree will help me get there. But within getting there now, I've realized that through taking the different courses and everything, it's actually helped me see differently, handle different situations, so that when I am in that position, I'll be able to handle it better.
In order to meet the educational needs that our nation faces, we need federal, state, and institutional policymakers to partner together to identify the strategies and implement the strategies necessary to make it possible for more students to earn a college degree. And that's necessary to strengthen our economy, to strengthen our democracy, and to build a stronger America together.
I always felt like there was something missing. And going back to college and getting my degree, I don't feel like something's missing anymore. It has helped me, it has pushed me, it has given me that check mark that says, yeah, I could do this, and I have done this now. Now I feel on par with other people. And it actually has enlightened me and giving me more drive so that if I do decide to change down the road, I could do it. I'm not afraid to do it.